Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your brother coming right back at you once again. Ladies and gentlemen, the time has finally come, okay? By the way, ladies and gentlemen, let me just ask you, this is going to be a real short video, believe it or not, because tomorrow is another working day, plus I have to do another a Spanish version of this video right after this one. Because this is a bilingual, I speak a little bit of Italian and French, but I got to learn more in order for me to do videos on those languages. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is your friend, your brother coming at you to ask you, are you ready for the truth? Can you handle the truth? Because if you can, I'm here to bring you the truth. Truth that you can see on the news. But ladies and gentlemen, you got to understand why this is happening right now. Okay? We are looking in front of our eyes the censoring of the human mind, of the human consciousness. It's not about censoring, it's the United Nations. Ladies and gentlemen, the United Nations was built on a piece of land that was donated by the Rockefeller back in 1945 after World War II. Okay? Now you got to understand the Rockefeller, who the Rockefeller families are. They are Freemasons and Satanists. Okay? Like almost all of the peoples that are rich on this planet are. Okay? You name it. J.P. Morgan, the Rothschild, the big banking industry, you name it. They are all in it. Ladies and gentlemen, the United States is in the way of what they conceive. They have this concept, this satanic concept, this satanic idea of a new world order, which really defies logic on all, every which way, on every angle. Because how can you have a new world order dealing, especially the people that are pushing this are old men? How can you expect a change when the human change actually should come from within? Looking for that one that gives us breath every day, our daily breath. The one that created life, whether you want to believe it or not. So now the United Nations is in the business of starting censoring and dealing with big tech. Ladies and gentlemen, and if please do not blame big tech, understand them, because they're here to make money. They're not here to you offer, you spread the word, you spread the gospel, and then you get to be here. Okay? That's what it comes down to. All right? If there's no traffic, if you're not making anything on a platform, then you are in the way. But anyway, let's keep going. So the United States is in the way. And the United States needed to be worked, and it has been worked. The United States needed to be divided, and it has been divided. Especially because the United States was such an easy, no wonder the United States is like a harlot. It's a whore. It's in the Bible. She is the daughter of Babylon, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? The second beast. The United States is the second beast. So the United States is about to be destroyed. But before it gets destroyed, not America, I'm talking about this whole continent, it's gonna be shaped. Okay? Because once America is gone, then that's it. All right? So America is just being kind of a reprieve for those people that are willing to listen to this truth and establish a strong relationship with their Creator, because that is the only thing that's going to save you, believe it or not. All right? So, let me get to the 2 Bible verses, and then we're basically going to be done very soon, because like I told you, when they talk about climate change, ladies and gentlemen, it's not because they care about you. It's not because they care about the planet. Because ever since the United Nations was created, there have been wars all over the place by design, pushed by the military complex, especially in the United States and Europe. Okay? Because the way they see it is, if they built walls, if they provoke wars, then they can sell arms to both sides. You see how it works? In fact, please take a look at the links. There's the links, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the reasons I'm gonna make this video very, very short. There's a link that's gonna be long. I'm gonna leave it to you for a long week homework to show you that what you're seeing in front of you is not new. Not only was it prophesied, but it was the manipulation of the mind, the exploitation of emotions, okay, the political lie, which makes you believe, which trying to give you the illusion that your vote counts, when in reality it doesn't. It never has, and it never will, until the end. Until, like I said, they're gonna put Donald Trump. Okay, he's gonna be like the America's savior. That's why he's being attacked by design, by all sides, so that people can kind of identify with him and see him as a Moses or as a Christ-like figure. Well, being persecuted, and people come to him because it's all about brainwashing, ladies and gentlemen. If you put your hope and dreams on men's, then you will be sadly disappointed. Let me read you some of the stuff that I read here. Okay? So again, it's basically repeating myself. A piece of land was donated by the Rockefeller, okay, to the world, not just to New York, where they created the United Nations for their God back in 1945, for their God Satan, okay, for Satan's agenda. And I'm going to show you, ladies and gentlemen, in the links that I was saying, which is going to be the first link. And he has come to fruition, okay, up to the culmination of the eternal spiritual warfare, where the God Satan will lose big time. Ladies and gentlemen, these people believe that Satan, the God, will actually win. But how can it win when it is destroying humanity in front of their eyes? Oh, Reuben, they are possessed. They are like Hollywood, the people that sell their soul to the devil. They are possessed. They don't care. Okay, fine. But don't give me this, that your God will turn you into God and that you will reign forever, when in reality, ladies and gentlemen, when the reality is that he will be defeated. Because after all, look what he's doing to you, to your own kind. Look what he's doing to humankind. Doesn't that tell you something, that you need to actually do human sacrifice, especially babies, in the whole month of October, okay, to November, ladies and gentlemen? And then comes what? Then comes Christmas, which is another satanic pagan holidays, which the whole world celebrates. Okay? So ladies and gentlemen, I want you to keep in mind that everything in this world is a lie. That we went to the moon. If you believe the lie, then you deserve what is coming, because that's what happens when you believe in lies. Then you deserve what's coming to you. Okay? Nothing is new in this world. Everything has been planned. And by the way, the people that actually, the world leaders, ladies and gentlemen, actually know this book straight up and down, more than you. You know why? Because they know. This book tells them what is coming. In fact, all human laws came out of this book, except that it gave men's touch on it, men's rules, social rules. So nothing is new, ladies and gentlemen. Not even the technology, not even your cell phone that you have in your hand is new. Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 9 says the following. Okay, just bear with me one. Okay, just bear with me. Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 9. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there's no new thing under the sun. That's how naive that's how naive people are nowadays, ladies and gentlemen. Verse 18, Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 10. For in which wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. Why? Because you see, ladies and gentlemen, you see and you suffer for what is happening in this world. Okay? For what is happening to humankind that they don't see. See, when you don't see the truth, you be like, whatever, dude. You know? Let bygone be bygone. Whatever. We only have one life to live, and I gotta enjoy it as much as I can. But little do we know that without the one that gave us life, that created life, there's no life. Now let us go to Matthew chapter 12. Matthew chapter 12. Verse 25. And this is exactly what the devil has created in the United States by design. Because in order for the United States to be destroyed, it needs to be divided. Supposedly two political systems. Separation of church and state, which is a lie. Separation between heterosexual and homosexuals and lesbian, queers, and bisexual, you name it. So look what separation between creationist and evolutionist. You understand? So in other words, the devil has created a system which, in order to foment divisions and separation and chaos, social chaos. Remember their motto. One of their mottos is order out of chaos. Matthew 12, verse 25 says, and Christ knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself should not stand. You see, only truth, only obvious, logical things come from heaven. This is heavenly wisdom. You may say, oh, Reuben, but that's so obvious. Yeah? Tell me about it. Why don't you tell the whole world, which is being worked, and it has been worked by the devil himself. Okay? So, let us go to chapter 18, Revelation chapter 18. And this is what is going to come, going to become of America's, whether you want to believe it or not. Revelation, the last apocalypse, which is, we are in the time of the apocalypse, by the way. Chapter 18, verse 1. And after this thing I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitations of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Now you tell me if the United States of America is not exactly what is described here. 3. For all nations are drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. Yeah? You see, it's talking about a what? A whore, a prostitute. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities. Ladies and gentlemen, America, whether you want to believe it or not, is done, and her day of reckoning is coming. The reason Joe Biden, ladies and gentlemen, who is actually considering resigning, ladies and gentlemen, you know what? This man was put there, and he knew, okay, and they can take him out anytime they want. Did you know that? They can take him out just like they took out John F. Kennedy. The system itself does that. Okay? Let me give you an example. If you are part of the system and you start opening your mouth a little bit, because you got to understand, we live under a satanic system, under a satanic matrix system. So, if you start opening your mouth like Prince, remember Prince of Purple Rain? The artist that was supposedly killed from Minnesota? He started talking crazy things to them, like chemtrails. To them, he was like, what is this guy doing? Isn't he part of us? And then, ladies and gentlemen, get this. He started fighting for his masters. You know why they call him masters? You know, the record label, you know, that he owns. You know why they call him master? Because music, ladies and gentlemen, the modern music that you see nowadays is being used by the devil. Remember that the angels were I mean, he was a great singer. He was one of the greatest singers that ever existed. He used to honor and sing to God. Remember, his heavenly name was Lucifer for a reason. He was a bright angel, beautiful angel. Okay? And he wanted to be bigger than, because all of the angels were under him. So he figured, well, I got all this power. Why don't I become like, why don't I become more powerful than God? And a third of the angels were stupid enough to follow him. Anyway, and we all know what happened. And now they are roaming the earth. And each passing day, more demons are coming upon this earth. whom people call, and man wants you to believe, the leaders of this world wants you to believe that they are extraterrestrial beings. They're not demons. You understand? They lie to your face every time they get, because it serves their purposes. They don't want you to see the reality of things. Well, this is what I'm here for. Okay? So, going back, the main subject of this little chat that we're having now is that the United Nations is talking about censoring and fighting misinformation, when the reality is that the United Nations and this whole system of government is the one that's been lying to people. Because the power of lies, ladies and gentlemen, it was shown back in the when the devil beguiled our first mother, Eve. You understand? The power of lies. And this is the reason we die. Okay? So you got a bunch of old men talking about a new world order. Okay? You got a bunch of old men from Klaus Schwab and Davos to what is it? What is the other? What's his name? He's got I forgot his name. He's got a Spanish name. The general director of the United Nations. He's the one that's talking about censoring people through big tech. And don't blame big tech when they start doing this, because big tech, and they don't want to hear the truth. Okay? They don't want to hear the exchange of ideas. It's whatever the United Nations establishes, that's what they're going to go with. Because, yo, who are you? You're just a little person on some little channel. All right? Who are you? See, we're not being counted. All right? It's sad. It's sad. Back in the 80s, you know, when YouTube first came on the scene, you know, there was no this algorithm and this, you know, the freely exchange of ideas was appreciated. You know, as long as you respect one another. But now it's like, no, that goes against our guidelines. Why? Because the world leaders tells them what to do. Because this, you got to understand, everything is connected. Okay? So here we are. Nobody, you start telling the truth about something, they would try to censor you. If this channel would have been like 1 million or 2 million subscribers, I guarantee you that YouTube will find a way to completely destroy this channel, because they're not making any money out of it. They're really not making anything out of it. Okay? I'm demonetized. That's why I laugh when people say, "Oh, Ruby, you just want more subscribers." No, I don't. My whole channel is demonetized. That's what it should be, because it goes against the system. I represent a rebel. I am a revolutionary, just like Christ was. And we are ready for the fight to the finish, even if it costs us our lives. Because if you're not willing to die pushing your Creator's truth, then you have lost the right to live. In fact, this whole planet has lost the right to live. Okay? So that's all I have for you right now, ladies and gentlemen. Please stop believing the lies. Because, and you know why the United Nations is doing all of this right now? Because he has people in their pocket. They know they can buy any government that they want. They can just force him and pressure him into following their agenda. And by the way, let me repeat it once again so you don't forget. Donald Trump will be back in power in 2024. And he will declare martial law in the United States of America. Everything that I have been predicting is going to come true right before your eyes. In fact, he is preparing you for it. He's telling you he's going to do that. So get ready. It is about to get very, very interesting. But before I go, let me just tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this is something funny. Back when I was growing up in New York, when I was like about 15 years old, okay? In fact, when I was about to enter, I was already in high school at that time. Ladies and gentlemen, I did call the United Nations one time. Why? Because I felt at that time, and I still do, that I had the solutions to the world's problems. Not me, but by following God's rules, like the Ten Commandments, like the whole world living under his under his government. But ladies and gentlemen, I didn't know any better how evil the United Nations really is. In fact, even the United Nations logo tells you to your face as a mockery that the earth is flat, while they teach you in schools that the earth is a globe. And you have believed them. This is all I have for you right now, ladies and gentlemen. God bless. I may postpone the Spanish one. I may leave the Spanish one for tomorrow because I'm kind of tired. But because all I do, I work for the government, and all I do, I be on the phone all day and in front of a computer. Okay? God gives me the strength to do this for you out of love. Okay? Because regardless of your color, the color of your skin, regardless of where you come from, as long as you are human beings, and as long as you within the sound of my voice, y'all, I love you. This is why I do this. Okay? Many of God's chosen people will be destroyed. Okay? Because they have chosen to live the lie. And the devil is everywhere. You cannot escape him. He's in the music industry. He controls everything. To corrupt the youth, which talks about sex, violence, killing cops, and all of that. And you got the the joke of religious leaders, which, hey, again, politicians and religions, they are birth of a feather. And you know how it goes. Birth of a feather will always stick together. Okay? So do not forget the links that I will send you once again. So what we are going right now through, what the whole world is going through right now, ladies and gentlemen, is a censoring of the consciousness, of the human mind. That's why you're seeing signs in the heavens and the seas and many storms and hurricanes and tornadoes and earthquakes all over the place. Okay? And these people are so stupid and so ridiculous that first it was global warming, something to control you. Now it's climate change. See how they do it? To condition you, so when you see this thing in front of you, what is the first thing that you're going to say? Like the news people on YouTube, what meteorologists, it's climate change. Because it's all about brainwashing you. It's all about plugging you into the system. They don't want you to be unplugged, like it was in the movie The Matrix. This is all I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. Please, once again, I'm going to give you some time. Go through the first link that I will send you. Actually, I mean, it's going to be the second one, because the first one is about the United Nations trying to censor, free speech or whatever. Censoring the right information, which they call misinformation. So they're going to be the fact checkers. What we say goes. We are your gods. That's what Klaus Schwab from Davos, Bill Gates, the Rothschild, the Rockefeller, okay, the J.P. Morgans, the Lehman Brothers, all of them, they're pushing for a new world order, because first you have to traumatize and you have to corrupt society, and it's already done. I mean, you got kids going into store, big time store, and they go in groups and they just start robbing and taking things, because there are no consequences for their actions by the evil governments, political government, because they know that the more you steal, the more the rights have, the more power and rights the devil has over you, and he can take you out. They worship the beast, ladies and gentlemen. We are living in the beast system, so wake the hell up. Thou shalt not steal. They tell you, oh, you can steal as long as it is under $1,000. That's what they tell you. Isn't that what they tell you in California? Do you see that they're doing this by design? These people are evil, and they're telling you in your face. But nothing is new. So I'm only going to send you 2 links. Okay? And make it take time, because the second one is long. But it's going to show you that everything that you see happening to America has been completely planned and designed. May God bless you, and remember, I do this out of love for you. Y'all take care, my brothers and sisters. And by the way, I think I am the only channel owner that pray for its subscribers. Yeah, I pray for you all, believe it or not, because the devil is going to make you unsubscribe for this channel. Instead of getting more people to subscribe to this channel, he's going to try to do that. Don't let it happen. God bless.